Hello friends, welcome to today's GCC class, and in this class we will see an important topic called MapReduce from 4th unit programming model. And MapReduce software framework was first proposed and implemented by Google in C language. MapReduce supports parallel and distributed computing on large datasets. And this model is based on two distinct steps for any application. The first one is map step and the second one is reduce step. Map is an initial injection and transformation step in which individual input records can be processed in parallel, and reduce an aggregation or summarization step. Reduce is aggregation or summarization step in which all associated records must be processed together in a single entity, that is the output. So in MapReduce we are having map function and reduce function. So in the MapReduce we are having two functions. First one is map and second one is reduce. So this is map task and this is reduce task. And this is the input text file. The huge text file will be divided into small sections. Split the text file into small sections, and those small sections will be given to different map functions, and those map functions will be executed parallelly, and the output of map function is key value pair. This is the intermediate result of our MapReduce programming, and this key value pair will be given to the reduce function, and those will be reduced and we will get the final output, a final single output. So in the MapReduce we are having map task and this is the syntax of MapReduce. First we are having map function with the parameters. And we are having reduce function. Reduce function is also having its own parameters. And finally we are having main function. In the main function we need to initialize the specific objectives and MapReduce with this specific objective and the results. So this is the general syntax of MapReduce programming. So here the core concept of MapReduce programming in Hadoop is, first, the input may be split into large, that is logical chunks, and each chunk may be initially processed independently by the map task. That is, all the chunks will be assigned to map functions, and the result of these individual processing chunks, that is the output of map function, can be physically partitioned into distinct sets, and those sets are then sorted, and the sorted chunk is passes to reduce task. So the intermediate results will be passed to reduce task, then we will get the final output. A map task may run on any compute node in a cluster. Okay, in a cluster we are having many number of computing nodes, and a map task may run on any computing nodes, and multiple map tasks may running in parallel across the cluster. And next, the map task is responsible for performing input records into key value pairs. That is, the input will be converted into key value pairs by using the map task, and the output of all maps will be partitioned, and each partition will be sorted, and this sorted data will be given to the reduce task, and each partition sorted keys and values, that is the key value pairs associated with those keys, which are then processed by the reduce task. That is, multiple number of reduce tasks may be running parallel on the cluster. So in a cluster we are having more number of map task and more number of reduce task. Those will be running simultaneously. And And we can see some more detail about our MapReduce, and here is our input. Input is divided into small chunks. More number of chunks will be there. That is very huge input text file will be divided into more number of chunks, and those chunks will be given to the map functions, individual map functions. So in a cluster we are having more number of map functions. Those will be executed simultaneously, and each map function will produce a key value pairs, a set of key value pair. Hence we are having more number of key value pairs, and those key value pair will be sorted and grouped by this MapReduce library, right? And this group of key value pairs will be given to the reduce function, and in a cluster we are having more number of reduce function, and this output of reduce function will be the final output. We will get one single output from the reduce functions. And next let us see the formal notation of MapReduce data flow. Here we are having map function, MapReduce library, grouping and reduce function, and next one is sorting. Okay, first one is map function. So map is applied in parallel to every input key value pair, and that will produce intermediate key value pair as output. That is, this one is output of map function. And next one is MapReduce library that will collect all the intermediate key value pairs, and that will sort, that is, the intermediate key value pairs will be sorted based on the key part. And then this MapReduce library will group the values of all occurrence of same key. Based on the key, that will group the values, and that will be given to the reduce function, and which is applied in parallel to each group, and that will produce the output value as output. These are the formal notations of MapReduce data flow. And now let us see one example for MapReduce, that is word count example for MapReduce programming. This is our input. So this is our input. So this input will be splitting into small chunks. So in our example we are having 3 different chunks of input. So the first 3 word will be given to the first chunk, and second 3 word to the second chunk, and third 3 words to the third chunks. So this is called as input splitting, key and values, and these splitted input will be given to the map function. So in the map function we are having one deer, one bear, one river, and here car 1, river 1, here deer 1, car 1, bear 1. Okay, so we are having 3 different key value pair, and this key value pair will be shuffling. That is, how many bears we are having overall? Only one bear. And car, we are having 2 cars from this group, and deer, we are having one deer from here and another deer from here. Okay, and river is one is here and another one is here. So this is called as shuffling. And next one is reducing. So this shuffled data will be given to the reduce function. Here we are going to reduce the values. So how many bears we are having? 2 bears. Car, we are having 3 cars. And deers, we are having 2 deers. And river, we are having 2 rivers. And final result will be bear, 2, car, 3, deer, 2, and river, 2. So this is called as final output. So we are going to count all the words in a text file. First, we will divide the input. and all the divided input will be distributed to the map nodes. And then tokenize the words in each of mapper and given a hardcore value 1 to each of the token or words. So for each word we need to assign the value 1, and a list of key value pair will be created by the map function, and the individual word value is 1. Here, the first line, deer, bear and river, that is we are having 3 key value pairs. Deer equal to 1, bear equal to 1 and river equal to 1. So, the mapping process remains the same in all the nodes. After mapping phase, we are having sorting and shuffling. So sorting and shuffling. Here tuples with the same key. Tuples with the same key are sent to the corresponding reducer. That is, after sorting and shuffling, the reducer will have unique key and a list of values corresponding to that key. For example, we are having bear 1, 1, car 1, 1, 1. And each reducer counts the value, that is the values will be counted. Here we are having 2 values and 2 values will be counted together, and then we will get bear equal to 2, bear comma 2. Okay, and that is each reducer counts the value which are present in that list of values, and reducer counts the number of ones in every list given to the final output. And finally, all output key value pairs are collected and returned in the output file. And that's all about the introduction about MapReduce, and the detailed view of MapReduce will be given in the next video. Thank you all of you.